Oh. They're dead.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
So I found Nemo. He's terrifying. This Murloc is so scary looking to me, but I think it's a really good card. Discounts your next 2 Murlocs by 2 mana. As we know, mana discounts can be pretty dang good in Hearthstone. The Clownfish allows you to get out some big boards really early, just dumping stats and tempo very quickly, and then following that up with, you know, Murloc War Leaders or No Fin Can Stop Us to just completely crush people, as you saw as early as turn 4. This particular list also weaves in some battle cry shenanigans with Bolner, Hammerbeak, and even a Snapdragon. I don't think you probably run these if you want to win as often as possible, but if you want to have some fun, these cards absolutely provide it. You'll also see the new Murloc Tidelost Burrower in here for what is altogether pretty fast and I think fairly competitive list. Does Bolner live on turn 2 against Paladin? Sometimes yes, sometimes it does. I think I might keep it. I think I might keep it. I think I might keep it. Bolner lives because like they usually play like a click clocker on 1. You know, it doesn't contest the Bolner. How did Mrs. Kilvin's parents know to name her Mrs.? It's just a stroke of luck, dude. I can't explain it. Sometimes you just can't explain things. All right, so this deck, just to recap, if you guys missed it yesterday, it's basically around sporting Clownfish. We've also got Snapdragon in here for some fun too, because basically Bolner here in hand, doubling our battle cries or repeating our battle cries anyway, is pretty cool in Murloc lists from time to time. Because, of course, he's giving you awesome extra battle cries. Now, I will say, I do wish Bolner was going to get buffed by this Cold Light Seer, because it may die soon. Well, that may mean it still doesn't die. Do they hit it here to soften it up? No, they don't. Okay. Oh, they do. Okay. I think that's probably the right move. Give you a slightly better line there. Oh! This'll buff Bolner, right? This'll buff Bolner. Won't it? Won't he gain +1/+1? Oh my god. Is this worth the off-curve play? I think it is to keep Bolner alive. I think it increases his odds of surviving. My Bolner's getting bigger. I think it's worth it to make my Bolner bigger. I'll spend a little mana to make my Bolner larger. I'm 3 years old. I'm actually 9 years old or something. Like, legit. Okay, so Tidelost Burrower becomes pretty cool here, I think. Getting a cool pair of Murlocs, basically. It'd be nice to get, like, some rush action here, maybe, to protect Bolner. Well, I can actually protect Bolner as is right now. Either way, this is definitely the most efficient battle cry, I think. I mean, War Leader is the play, right? Now, does Bolner pick one randomly? Yeah, he does. Okay. Yeah, I think we do try to protect Bolner, because now with Cold Light Seer, he's just insane if he lives. Which again, I think there's a pretty decent chance he lives. Mech Paladin typically doesn't have a lot of reactivity. There could be like maybe a Cariel or something there, I guess, but for the most part, usually I think he lives. So, okay. I think Flurgle Seer here is the move. Get a big old board buff on these Murlocs. Ping off that shield. Chieftain doesn't seem as good, right? Dude, I've never seen one card do this much work. This Bolner has just ran away with this game, honestly. It's just crazy how good this Bolner has been. I mean, look at this board that we've stabilized. This is a 6/8. Like, what? Yes! The turn 2 Bolner! That's actually insane. This isn't too bad. Clownfish on 2. Twin Fin and Seer on 3. Like, that's a good pair. It's not like a home run, but it's a lot of tempo. This is not quite as good of an opener, though, because the Clownfish is, like, more susceptible to trades early against Paladin. Yeah, that's a little slower. This may be more of a holy Paladin, it looks like, obviously. Yeah, I don't mind doing the book stuff. Like, it's fun to me on some level, but it's just a lot of time for content. It's just kind of a lot of work. It ends up feeling like a lot of work. I think this is absolutely worth to protect our tempo here. They kind of trusted that 1/1 and we're able to punish that a little bit here. They might just take 9 or more, honestly, if they're not careful. Only one of these is discounted, so I kind of need a 2-mana play here, perhaps. Okay, nice. We can go Seer first. Oh no, well, there's no reason to. No reason to go Seer first. Yeah, putting that at 1's a little risky with like city tax and stuff, but the rest of the board is just so firm here that I think it's okay. The quality city tax could happen anyways. That doesn't really, I can't really play around that. Another Sunfish, okay. Oh, there was a city tax, but they chose to trade it out instead. Okay. Wow. Dude, this deck can absolutely just swarm people, man. Clownfish tempo is insane. Okay, Snapdragon early. I mean, that is when you want to play Snapdragon, but man, I don't know. We've been hitting these crazy Murloc openers. I feel like this is a little bit of a slower game plan, which against Hunter historically is not the best way to go. I think I'm going to greed for higher quality opener, higher quality cards like Clownfish, and maybe some 1-drops. This is a little bit too sneaky of a hand. I need like good tempo cards. This is not it though. It's a terrible hand. It's even worse. Clownfish, that can fix some things. Okay. Can at least get a reload with Ravager, but if this is Quest Hunter, no, it's not Quest Hunter. Okay. Beast Hunter, we might still be able to race this out. All right. Probably still go Mercenary here on 2, contest that minion really nicely. We can go a little slower, but I don't want to go too slow. Obviously, we'll still be in trouble if I go too slow. They must have a 2-mana play or they wouldn't have coined this, right? Is it a buff?
Sorry, Squishy.
Scribe, sure. I could use a South Coast Chieftain right now. That would be nuts. I'd love a Chieftain. Could just go for the Twin Fin here. Save the Clownfish for next turn. Just because this is a clean hit on the 3/2. Clownfish with a War Leader next turn is not bad. Wouldn't say it's great either. Like a way to cement the board health-wise a little bit. I have to worry about Harpoon Gun. Dealing with things. Snapdragon. Whoa, okay. Is it worth playing a Forager here? Or should I save the discount for a Ravager? No, I think I play it. I like no fin next turn. I mean, I can hold this next turn and still no fin, but then I can't attack, right? I don't want to be able to attack with this, I think, so. I think we play it. If they do resolve the board and no fin's not good, we can just pivot into Ravager, it's fine. But I don't know, I think this is a tough board. They might clear the War Leader, but not much else here is my guess. Like run a 4-drop rush into the War Leader. Then I have no fin to buff. Oh, it's just a Snapdragon again. Wow, that's pretty slow. Forager much better than Hero Power here, I'm sure of that. Do we ignore that now? I have, whoa, this is just almost lethal. Oh my god, yeah, we ignore that now, I think. Even just a 1/1 hitting here is now a lethal setup. That could theoretically be punished by some kind of mountain bear or something, right? But surely to God. I'll get there on the back of a South Coast Chieftain, if nothing else later, right? We do have technically a little reach. Okay. Clownfish, again, out-tempos like crazy. This is a decent 1-2-3 into a no-fin. I might keep the no-fin here. Hey, thanks, Terry, man. I feel like your English is absolutely perfect. I feel like most people who worry about their English are so aware of it that it's probably better than most native English speakers, because most native English speakers don't care at all. But I feel like your English is awesome, and thanks for the kind words, man. And then the third option is a big Neptulon Warrior. So Quest, Reno Mage, Neptulon Warrior, or Azamat Rogue. What would you prefer to see? If you're watching this later on YouTube, feel free to share your thoughts as well. It'll let me know what video you're most excited for. I'm too lazy to start a poll. I'm just gonna, you know, sort of eyeball it and then weight that via my preference. like I will eyeball it and then ignore the results in order to satiate my own biases. That's the game plan. Pretty typical strategy these days in the world. Ignore all the data and just do what I want anyway. Did not look at the Phelan story yet, no. It's not a warrior! It's a rogue! So we're in a bit of a race here. They're gonna be trying to kill me with bombs and stuff. I think this means we might go hard tempo with the Clownfish here. I only have one current play unless I get a 2-drop off the Amalgam here, which I will absolutely take if I do. I don't, but I get another Clownfish for next turn. Okay, that's insane, probably. So remind me how this... Oh no, these don't stack. These don't stack. It's fine. So we'll go Clownfish, Tide Lost. That's pretty good. Then we'll just no fin, hopefully, and kill them in a couple turns. I feel like the Clownfish is one of the coolest looking Murlocs in the game. It's really cool looking because it's obviously based on a Clownfish, but it looks very un-Murloc other than its face. It's sort of, or you know, it's like appendages along the ridge of its head are not the typical like little tendrily guys that Murlocs normally have. It's more like a traditional fish scale, which, you know, in some ways this obviously references and sort of harkens to, but this one is very much traditional fish scale. Every other Murloc has those kind of tendrily guys. Twin fins are a little more densely packed to look like surfer hair, but still in essence the same deal, I think. What are we looking for here, I wonder? What's the best roll? Probably always War Leader, right? Do I kill this guy to protect the War Leader a little more? Eh, it's debatable, but I think this is the right line into this right here, right? This is nuts next turn. Actually insane. Oh, is this in Mercs already? I know they've had like that happen before where they tease art and mercenaries for the next expansion. I think there's gonna be like a celestial expansion, guys, like a space expansion next time. I talked about this a little bit on Twitter, but then there's even more data since then. The reason I said it on Twitter is like there's like a space elemental and mage, like the space rock or something. I was like, that's kind of weird that he's from space. Maybe that's a teaser for the next expansion. And his thing says time for some out of this world RNG. We've had teasers before, like Druid of the Reef, that have teased other expansions. And then also the card back for August is like called the, gosh, how much damage is this? 10 plus 6 is 16 plus 6 is 22. It's not quite lethal, but surely it's sufficiently good, right? In other words, save the twin fin for later. Like, how do they deal with this board? So there's gonna be a celestial card back. It's called like the celestial card back. Plus this expansion tied into Finley with like Murlocs and under the water Finley stuff, right? Sir Finley was sort of the card this expansion, the guide, and we got the League of Explorers back in the core set, including Sir Finley, and that means like Elise could be the explorer centered next time. We could get like a new version of Elise, and she could be a space theme because she's all about like, you know, Star Seeker and looking at the stars and the moons in space. I think we could have a space themed expansion this time. And then I guess the third set of the year could be like Bran or Reno. Could be like, you know, exploring the wilds. Something like I don't know. Who knows what? Oh, Bran could be like Titans, yeah, like Titan mythology stuff, like archaeology type thing. Bran's a little more like beastie, and Magni is a little more archaeology, right? But I guess the League of Explorers, you can kind of cross all that over a little bit. Flurgle is pretty insane against Shaman. Can I play Flurgle on 1? Feels wrong. I don't actually think Flurgle is that good in Shaman matchups. I think I like this traditional curve better. Only if this is another Murloc Shaman, but I keep Flurgle. It's much more likely that it's like a bioluminescent Shaman, right? Oh yeah, Bran did help you in the Ulthok raid, didn't he? Like, when you're doing those like weird vehicles and stuff, was that with Bran kind of hanging out there? That would be again an excuse for Bran and Ulthok. Oh my god, that would be so sick. So like a celestial expansion next time where you go to space stuff happens, and then a Ulthok expansion for the third set. That would be so sick, dude. Like Titan, Ulthok, Yogg, Algalon, that kind of thing. Whew. That is a spicy lineup if that's what it is, dude. Oh, I would love that so much. Give me the 2-drop, dude. I don't think I play this one, right? I think we want to discount the War Leader. This is a little iffy, right? Because I know they can freeze one and kill one, but I'm going to fall behind if I don't start doing this. Oh my god. Double wind chill, gross. Okay, War Leader sets me up for a decent trade here. Oh, Ravager though? No. No, we gotta go for the board now. I can't win this game long if I take too long. I have to go for a big no-fin next turn and try to win like that. Because as soon as Freezy Guy hits, we lose, right? If I lose to Freezy Guy, as soon as Freezy Guy comes down, this is over. I can't recover from a Freezy Guy. So I gotta win the game pre-Freezy Guy, and this sets that up. Still pretty risky, but it's kind of the only chance we have. Okay. Oh. They're dead. Didn't... okay. Well, the plan worked. What? Twitter? I don't want to. I'm not gonna fuel and spotlight the drama. You can find it if you want. There's probably nowhere to go looking, frankly. But I love being just an innocent observer in all of this. I love being. I'm like Switzerland. You know, I just kind of sit there and watch everybody around me. I don't really have sides. I don't have big stances in the world of Hearthstone. People expect me to say things sometimes, but what's the drama? I'm not gonna fuel the drama. You'll find it on Reddit or something, I'm sure. It's not anything that dramatic, just an argument. Just people being passionate and arguing, that's all. It's about Hearthstone, it's nothing bad or crazy. It's about bugs. Basically, there are two people arguing about pressuring Blizzard about bugs. And this is what I say every single time. As somehow I've once again landed in the middle. I say, it feels stupid and redundant to complain about bugs because nobody likes bugs. Everybody's aware there are bugs. Nobody wants there to be bugs. So in some ways it feels silly to say, hey, look, there are bugs, right? Like I made a whole video about this. But at the same time, you need to acknowledge that the bug problem seems to be getting worse. And I think there needs to be some sort of systematic change or, direction to alleviate the seemingly increasing bug problem. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I feel stupid saying this, but also doesn't something need to, you know, notably change in order to reduce the problem in the future? Because it's gonna, you know, people are gonna stop playing the game. So, you know, it's there are kind of two reasonable sides to this. I think both are reasonable. So I kind of land right in the middle. I often do. I feel like usually if you're somebody who approaches situations with like consideration and nuance and thoughtfulness, you often land a little in the middle. Not on everything, of course. There are certainly some positions that are very obviously unidirectional, but sometimes the middle makes sense. Okay. I don't actually know. Is this going back to 3 now? No, it's still 1. Okay, so I didn't know if this would duplicate. Like does this overwrite the other one, or do the next 3 Murlocs cost 1 less? You know what I mean? Like did I play that the right way? Is what I'm getting at.
Put your dukes up, small fry.
It stacks with itself. Oh, it's more about the number does not increment, but the discount increments. That makes sense. The number increments, but the cost increments, but the number remains the same. In other words, yeah, like you said. Okay, this seems insane. This actually just seems completely insane. Oh my god, dude. Seems so insane, dude. Are they dead? 8, 13, and 8? Oh my god, no way. Dude, what on earth, dude? This is gross, dude. It's turn 5. What is this? Clownfish is busted. Yeah, what? That's so gross.